What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up and happy Victory Friday. The Dallas Cowboys got the victory yesterday versus the New York Giants. I know a lot of people are saying it's the Giants, they're tanking, they're this, they're that. They're an NFL team. The Dallas Cowboys went out there and competed and got the win. But what I want to take a look at today is Mazi Smith. And I believe the last video I did for Mazi Smith was also against the Giants. So I'm actually going to cut up some other film of him versus other opponents as well. But Mazi Smith is stacking days, y'all. He is improving this season. And I know a lot of people, there's a lot of skeptics, because you don't see it, right? Because he's a one tech, he's a zero tech, right? You really don't see it with defensive tackles unless they're in the backfield, unless they're causing havoc. But at the end of the day, incremental wins and victories matters, not just on the football field, but also in life, right? So the small wins matters, and Mazi Smith is starting to stack those small wins. Let's go ahead and get into the film. So the very first play right here, you'll see him lined up in this one tech. And the thing that I'm noticing early when it comes to Mazi Smith, he's exploding off the ball with a lot more intent, and he's exploding off the ball a lot quicker. Like if you even go back to our draft film that we did on Mazi, sometimes he was slow off the ball, but right now he's exploding off the ball. So you'll watch his very first step right here, that punch, bam. And this is what the Cowboys drafted Mazi for, just to be a force and move people. And he's moving this center also along with this double team as well. And I think that's John Michael Smith, right? So guys gotta remember, right? He was a second round pick. This center is no scrub, right? So Mazi Smith is exploding off the line of scrimmage, right? And they're able to bend the hoop a little bit and get pressure and get the sack on Drew Lock alongside with Micah Parsons. That is a hell of a rep from Mazi Smith. Like, that's a scary rep from Mazi Smith. If he can continuously do this, y'all, look out, right? And Micah Parsons has been his biggest advocate, so it was good to kind of see them both get to the quarterback on this play. But Mazi Smith has a good rep versus that center. And once he gets his hands on you, you're coming down, right? So I think that's the thing when it comes to Mazi. You're seeing the explosiveness, you're seeing the hands, you're seeing the force of just being able to move people, disengage with the center, run the hoop and bend, and secure the tackle. Secure the tackle. Good rep. That's an incredible rep from Mazi Smith. I like it, kid. I like it. Boom. There you go. All right, on this next play right here, you'll see Mazi lined up once again, and this is something that really jumped off the screen as I was cutting up the film. It's like his lateral movement, so his athleticism, and Mazi was athletic, right? I think that's some of the attraction for him coming in the draft and the combine, right? But he can move, but watch how quickly he slants. I'll play that full speed. Y'all see that? Y'all see how quick Mazi's coming off that ball and slanting? Bam. He's getting off the ball. That is athleticism, right? So boom. Then once he does that, right, he doesn't get reached. He keeps that outside arm free that we always talk about. There's that outside arm, right? And he's scraping down the line of scrimmage, locating the ball carrier, and making the tackle, man. Another good rep for Mazi Smith. Like I said, he's exploding off the line a lot quicker. So it might be something to kudos to either Coach Z or, maybe it's with Coach Zimmer, right? That he's doing this a lot on film. He's just, I thought about doing this, but hell, it's Black Friday, y'all, and where a lot of us are busy. I might do another video where I do a side-by-side of him exploding last year versus this year, but he has a little bit more pep in his step this year than he did last year. On this play right here, this is what we signed Mazi up for, to take on double team blockers. And I'll say this, right? It's not consistent, but you're seeing it a lot more frequently of him being able to anchor in a lot better. So what you'll see by anchor in, right, not get moved, right? So even though he's kind of on his toes, right, he's not getting moved. He's anchoring in. He has to push, disengaging, right, locating the ball carrier, and making a play on the ball carrier, right? So I'm seeing that a lot more, because last year, if you go to some of his film, man, he was getting blown off the ball. I'm like, bro, like, you got to anchor in, right? Come on, Mazi, anchor in. So you're seeing it a lot more consistently. And I'll say this, I think the thing is with Mazi, when I notice, like, if you look at his best games, it's when he's having like 22 snaps, 30 snaps. So when he's kind of interchangeable, with the defensive line, he's a lot better versus when he's having like 40 snaps and 50 snaps. Like, I don't think he's that guy yet. Can he grow into that? Can he be a third down pass rusher? Can he be one of those guys? Maybe, right? If he continues to work. But as of right now, I would think his threshold's around 20, 25 snaps. Just let him go out there, explode, then sub him out. You can put in Linval Joseph and some of those other guys, right, to kind of go out there and fill the void. But overall, he is looking a lot better on the film, being able to anchor in, hold his ground, disengage, locate the ball carrier. All right, well, Tuck, it's just the Giants. Okay, well, whatever, bro. Let's go ahead and get over to the Washington Commanders. So the Washington Commanders game, this is what I also noticed about Mazi, right? Because I know the knock on him was that he's lazy, he doesn't give effort. And in the film, to be fully transparent, it did show that in cases, right? But on this play right here, once again, he's exploding down the line of scrimmage. Now, he doesn't get reached. Now, he does come off a little high. He's pretty much standing up, but he still gets his head across, boom. But then what you'll see is run into the ball. Run to the ball, big man. You guys know my model. If you've been watching my channel long enough, the football is where the money resides for a defensive player, right? So go and chase and run, right? So I'm liking that from Mazi. I'm liking that effort that even though you almost got reached, even though you didn't explode off, you came off a little high, right? You're able to disengage. And once you disengage, go get it on the play. Go get on the play. Like all this stuff, you know, we call it snap to finish, right? We call it snap to finish, right? So when the snap happens, even if you get beat, even if your technique is slightly bad, right? Even if that happens, he's kind of getting grabbed a little bit. But at the end of the day, you can make up for all of this if you just hustle. If you just give effort, you never know what can happen. Because he could have quit. He could have quit right here, right? He could have quit right here and be like, okay, you know, it's not going to happen. Nah, he turns, he runs, he hauls, and makes a play on the running back, right? So kudos to Mazi for doing that and do that a whole lot more. If I'm a defensive coach, defensive line coach, that is these are the plays that jumps out, right? These are the plays that jumps out. I want to see my defensive player, especially my defensive lineman, flow into the ball. On this play right here, once again, you'll kind of see some of that agility, right? Look how quickly he's moving, y'all. Look how quick he's moving lateral. This is at full speed. I tucked in speed this up. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Mazi, you know, and that's that athleticism being on display, right? And then he's getting pressure. Now, of course, Jaden Daniels got the ball out quick, but look how quickly he comes off the line of scrimmage. Yeah. You know, and forces the quick throw. Because if Jaden Daniels would have held this, he touches him, right? He touches him, right? You know, nowadays you can barely breathe on the quarterback, right? But like I said, just to be able to slant quickly, and get upfield, good rep from Mazi Smith. And on this play right here, this last play right here, it's kind of what I'm talking about, right? Just anchoring a little bit more consistently. But when you're playing against these big boys in the trenches, you're just going to lose some battles. But even though he's taking on this double team, he's getting pushed back a little bit, watch him peek. He's still trying to locate the ball carrier. So eyes in the backfield, he's seeing it. All right, I'm seeing where he's cutting. I'm coming back, right? Locating where the ball carrier is and getting on the play. So even if, right, you're getting blown back just a little bit because he's getting blown back off the double team, right? So once again, going back to the anchoring in, right, still keep your eyes peeking. Still keep your eyes up. Still try to locate where that ball carrier is. Is he in this gap? Nope, not in that gap. He's cutting back. Okay, cool, bro. Let me go back and make the tackle with my teammates, man. So that is Mazi Smith. Overall, the last two games, and I'll say this overall for the season, right? He has played a lot better than he played last year. Now, I'm not saying he's all pro and, man, we knocked it out the park or anything like that. But for this kid being a first-round draft pick last year for the Dallas Cowboys, with the scrutiny that he's plays, with the losing weight and different things like that, you have to give a big tip of the cap for Mazi Smith to go out there and play well, continue to stack days, young fella, continue to grow. And I know Micah Parsons, that Lion, he believes in you. He's not going to let you fail, man. So it's your boy, J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms at JTuck151. If you love film breakdown, you're in the right spot. If you love draft content, you in the right spot. If you love talking football with context, you in the right spot. So turn that notification bell so you do not miss out. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and keep working, big fella. Let's go. Peace.